Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Amanda, also known as Mermaid Hair Donut Care, like donut. Today we are here with the Nomad Cosmetics Ghost Town USA palette. I am very excited for this palette. I was very unsure about it, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second. Let's take a look at it. First of all, the packaging is so freaking cool. I love these things. They're not like holographic, but like I guess they are at the same time. I don't know if that's considered holographic. But here's a look at the inside. Now, I don't think the pictures did this justice, and I think that's why I was unsure about it. Even looking from this angle, it looks insanely neutral, but there are a bunch of like shifty shades. Like this one is showing up like purple in the camera, but when I look at it to the side, it's like brown. So it's a very deceiving, like in pictures, I feel like. So it looks super neutral in the pictures, and I didn't think I was gonna love it that much, but seeing it in person, I actually really enjoy the cover story. So I was planning on doing a 2 looks video with this palette, but September is such a busy month for me. It's my wife's birthday, my best friend's birthday. I have a couple other birthdays. I have birthday parties. I have anniversaries. My parents will be married 39 years this year, which is like insane. One more year to 40 years, crazy. So yeah, there's just a lot going on, and I'd rather get this video out there than like put it off and put it off and put it off till I actually have time to do like 2 full looks. So this is just gonna be a first impressions video. I am going to do 1 look, and I'm gonna try to use as many different shades as possible without it looking ridiculous, obviously. But so look, I'm gonna show you the back of the packaging, because that to me is not at all what this palette looks like. That's what's crazy. So there are like a bunch of shifty shades in here, because I don't think that adds up. So palette and package, that to me is not the same. It could just be me, but that to me is not the same at all. So I don't think I'm gonna go for any of these 2 columns. I'm gonna go for the blues and the greens. I really love that purpley shade, so I have my eye on that. But yeah, we're gonna see what this is all about. So I'm gonna go prime and get ready and be right back. So if this sounds interesting to you at all, if you're interested in this palette, in seeing what I can do with it, my first impressions of it, stay tuned. I would love for you to subscribe and like this video. Also, I would love for you to follow me on all my other platforms. It is Mermaid Hair Donut Care on Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. So stay tuned. All right, I am back and all primed with my Milani eyeshadow primer. I am taking a Lunar Beauty brush in LBE1. It's just like a fluffy brush. And I'm taking the shade Ghost Town, which is the lightest green matte. And I am just going to put that all in my crease. Now, I'm not into super spooky, scary things, so this I felt was a good palette for me, or good theming for me, because it's not like super like spooky or Even just like not to call out like glam light, like they're doing a spooky collab with like Ghostface, and like they did Chucky and like horror movies. I am not a horror movie person whatsoever. I absolutely don't watch horror movies at all. In fact, as I'm filming this right now, my wife is watching Scream, the newest one. I don't even know which one it is. I think number 6 or something like that, because I was like, why don't you watch a movie, like a scary movie, while I'm doing this? Because you know I'm not gonna watch it with you. So I thought that this was a good compromise where it wasn't like too spooky, where like it didn't appeal to me. Also, I really was unsure about the color story until I got it. Like, I bought it and I still was unsure. But then I got it, and I really do like the color story. It's really pretty. Even though it is leaning neutral, I don't mind it as much as I thought I was going to as far as the neutral goes. Because I love blues and greens, so that is already okay with me. And then the neutrals on the side, they're pretty. So I guess it just doesn't, there's enough in here that excites me that the neutrals don't bother me. I'm going to go in with Stagecoach Mary, which is the medium green matte. And this is just a Blend Bunny B4 brush. I'm just going to stick that in the outer corner, but also like into the crease. All right, that green shade, Stagecoach Mary, is absolutely gorgeous. It's like such a pretty like mid-tone dusty green. It kind of matches my shirt almost perfectly. It's a little deeper, but it's so stunning, and I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to continue using that. So I'm going to take the shade Calamity Jane, which is the medium shade in the blue column. It's almost like a tealy blue. And I'm just taking, it's a BH like pencil brush. It says 105. I don't even know if they still make any of these anymore, but I'm just gonna put that on the outer corner. That is so pretty. I am a huge fan of teals in makeup, in just my everyday life. I love teal. That's so pretty. That shade is also stunning. Okay, I am going to take Ghost Train, which is that purpley shifty shade. Oh, it does like have almost like a brown base. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick that in the middle of my lid because I want to use Quicksilver, which is like the lighter blue, to put on the inside of my lid. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I have been struggling with my social medias lately. I've felt like, not that it's not fun anymore, because this is so fun for me. I love filming and I love doing makeup looks and I love trying new eyeshadow palettes, but it has, one, definitely put me in a lot of debt. Like I said, I'm keeping it real. I cannot help myself and I want to buy and try like the newest things, which obviously comes at a price when you're not getting PR. So I've been putting myself in a little bit of debt from makeup, which is not that fun. And then I've also just like not really been getting views anymore, and I'm not really sure. I know everyone's struggling with that, or I feel like everyone's struggling with that, so like I know I'm not alone on that front, but it is very disheartening sometimes when you're putting in so much effort and time and money and like not getting anything from it, even views, not even just like monetization, like I'm not making any money off of it, obviously, but like I'm not even getting the views. So it's been hard to keep going. I'm taking Quicksilver, which is so pretty, and I'm gonna put that on the inside of my lid. So yeah, it's been a little more difficult recently than in the past, because even the things I am doing, I'm getting like TikTok specifically, I'm getting like 200 to 300 views. YouTube is different, and I know it's harder, and I have not been getting very many views on YouTube, but like that was like kind of what was happening anyway, so like that's nothing new. But TikTok, I was doing well for a while, at least like getting the views and getting the interaction, not so much like getting PR or making any money off of anything, but like I was at least getting some views, and now I'm barely getting that, and I don't really know why, because I've been for the most part consistent. I post every day pretty much no matter what. I can't recall a day where I have not posted in the past, I don't even know how many months, a lot. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. All right, well, on that note, I am going to do my base makeup and come back for the lower lash line, but this is pretty much the look as far as the lid goes. Be right back. All right, we are back. Base is done. I did go a little blush heavy, but I am not mad about it. So here we go. I haven't decided if I want to do blue, like there's a navy blue on my under eye or lower lash line, whatever you want to call it, or if I want to go into the neutrals. I'm not sure. I feel like I'm almost leaning towards the neutrals, because I already have like a blue outer corner going on, and I want to try a bunch of these different things. Okay, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm gonna go in with Deadwood, which is the darkest shade in the brown matte column, and this is a Glamlight X Michaela, just a liner brush, and I'm going to throw that under my eye and my lower lash line. Wow, this is actually super pigmented. I am not mad about that. I've been doing a ton of neutral eyes with colorful lower lash lines. I just realized I probably had this up here. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I've been doing a ton of neutral eyes with colorful lower lash lines, so this is kind of almost the opposite, with a colorful eye and a neutral lower lash line, which I'm not mad at. Okay, I'm going to take my Singe Beauty EO5, EO5 brush, which is this tiny little blendy brush. It's super cute and thin. I'm gonna take Undead Sheriff, which is the lightest shade in the neutral matte row, and I'm going to blend this out. I have a hard time doing anything on my lower lash line without keeping my mouth like wide open. I wish I could do it without doing that. I don't know how people do it. I'm trying not to, and I'm like making funny faces, so it's worse if I just think about it. And then for the sake of using as many shades as possible, or more fun shades, I'm going to use the shade Gold Rush, which is the lightest green shimmer shade. And I feel like that will tie everything together, because this is a little bit of everything going on here as far as color story wise, and I am not mad at it. That was pretty much the goal of this look, so let's do it. I feel like I am strange, and I like a little like flat brush for my inner corner, like that. This is the Morphe, I don't know what brush because it doesn't have a name on it, but it is a Morphe like little flat brush, and I'm gonna go in with Gold Rush. And that is a super pretty like greenish gold shade. It is definitely more green in my eyes than gold, but I like that it could almost pass for gold. That is super pretty. I love it. All right, I am going to finish up my eyes, throw on a lip, and I will be back with the final look and my thoughts. All right, guys, this is the final look. I'm obsessed with this. I love this so much. This could not be any more perfect for fall. I feel like it is a fun, colorful fall look with also still being like dusty enough for it to like be considered a fall look. I love this. I really, really, really love the way it came out. I did add a little bit of like a blue highlighter, so like that's kind of helping with, I don't know, I just love this so much. And a brown lip, I feel like that was the right move. You can tell me whether or not you agree, because we don't all have to agree, but I love a brown lip on me for one, and then I just love a brown lip for fall, and I think it goes so well with this makeup, and it does push it a little bit more to fall. Okay, so let's talk, now that I'm like done, you know, ranting and raving over the fact of how much I love my makeup, let's talk about the palette. Okay, so first impressions, I am impressed, because like I said from the jump, I was not sure about the color story, but I bought it anyway because I have a shopping problem, and I do love Nomad, and I love Nomad's quality. So I knew it wasn't about the fact that I wasn't going to like the palette. It was I wasn't sure if I was gonna vibe with the color story so much. And I was very wrong, because I absolutely love the color story. I did a little bit of everything in this look. I used 8 shades, so almost half, because there's 18. And I used some of the browns, some of the blues, and some of the greens, and I literally could not be happier. Guys, I live in a little city, and literally every time I try to film something, there's always something happening in the background. This time it was kids literally screaming right outside my window. Anyway, I love this palette, and for first impressions, if I had to pick a favorite shade so far, it would have to be this one right here, Ghost Train. This amazing shifty like brownish, it's almost like a bronze. Oh my gosh, is it it's not a multi-chrome, is it a multi-chrome? It's definitely a duochrome. It definitely goes from like bronze to purple, but I almost saw like a green in there too. It could have just been the lighting, but I love that shade so much. It was super buttery, which I was really impressed with. Nomad has had some shades be a little bit hard pressed before with their shimmers, so when I put my finger in that, it was like the butteriest buttery shade. So I am very, very, very happy with this shade, and I love it, and I think it looks super cool in this look because it almost, like in some lights it can give more of like a neutral vibe, but then when you see the purple, it's like purple. I love that. So I absolutely, I mean, this is only my first impression, so I don't know anything about longevity, but I've never had a problem with Nomad before. So if this is your vibe and you were wondering, thinking about it, maybe not so sure like I was, which obviously that didn't stop me from buying it, but I would say if you were unsure about the color story, I think this is a color story that I could use all year round, let alone just for fall and like spooky season. So I'm very impressed, and I very much enjoyed making this look, and I am actually really excited to continue using it. I don't know why I'm surprised, because like I said, I always love Nomad. I just really wasn't vibing with the color story at first, but now that I've used it and I saw it in person, I absolutely love it, and I would definitely recommend it if it's something that suits your vibe and your collection. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed that, I really hope you would subscribe and follow along in my makeup journey here on YouTube. It is Mermaid Hair, Donut Care like donut. Also, the same handle is on TikTok and Instagram, so please go follow me there. I definitely post the most on TikTok. So that is it for today, but trust me, there is always more. Bye.